Hello, I want to tell you all a story. This is not necessarily a ghost story, okay? It's a scary story. How many times can I say story, right? No. This is a scary story of something that happened to me. I laugh about it now, okay? I'm trying to maneuver this. It's really hard just to look at the little dot, and I should have turned it around, but then it'd be all backwards. Okay. Anyway, this story is about horror. Okay, auction horror. Okay, I've been here in the South for 28 years, and I never been to an auction. Okay, when I was up north, I never was in an auction. Never attended. I only heard about them and heard them like down the street or something, and we never went to an auction. Okay. So, when I come down here, I was like naive as all get out, and I'm probably still that way now. Yeah, I'd say I am probably naive, but okay. My sister used to like to go to yard sales, so I went with her, and I heard an auctioneer, and he was going really fast. He was da la 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 la. I was like, "What is that noise?" And they said, "That's an auctioneer." I was like, "What? What is that?" They said, "It's an auction that you bid on stuff. If you got money, you buy farm equipment, because down here in the South, you buy a lot of farm equipment and a lot of farms and a lot of cattle." And I said, "Well, what else do you do?" They said, "Well, if you want something, now this is all I heard. If you want something and an auctioneer, you know, bids on it, and or if people make bids on it and you want it, you raise your hand." That was it. Okay. Does everybody know where this is going? Anyway, she goes, "Well, I'm gonna go over there to the yard sales," and she goes, "You sit out here and hang out, whatever." She says, "I'll just be right across the road." Well, I was there, and I seen quite a few things, like a little music box, seen some candles, and I seen quite a few things that I wanted. Well, like I said, that's all I heard. If you want something, if you see something that the auctioneer has and you want it, you just raise your hand and bid on it. Okay? So I was like, "Oh, I like that." And I thought, well, what's harm in it? She could back me up. She can back me up with money or stuff. So why not? See where it takes me. Well, the bid started off as $5. They said $5, and then everybody's, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, stuff like that. And so I was like, "Oh, I want in on this. I want part of it." So I raised my hand. They said, $40. Do I hear 40? Do I hear 40? And they said 40. And so they, going on, 50. Do I hear 50? $50. And then, do I hear 55? $55. So I was like, I better not raise my hand no more. Susie might, Susie, okay, hi. Let's call her Suki. Anyway, I was like, I wonder if she has that kind of money if I keep bidding on this. So I didn't bid anymore. So $60 went to somebody else. And then it kept moving up and up and up. And she was like nowhere in sight. So she was like down the road because there was like a long yard sale. So, okay, then they got into like farm equipment and stuff. I was like, I don't need no farm equipment. But they had a model of a little farm that was real. It was a real farm, you know. They had a little model of the real one. So I didn't know. I thought the little farm was the little farm and that was it, because I thought it was really cute. And I was like, oh, I know she'd probably buy that for me, right? So they started bidding and everything, and I did not hear. They said they started the bid at $20,000, and I didn't know that. I found out the hard way. So they started bidding and everything, you know, I'm raising my hand and stuff like that. And then me and this one guy, we started bidding on this farm, and I was like, man, you know, I didn't hear thousands. I did not. I heard just dollars. And, I mean, I wanted that little farm. So I was, you know, they say 20, 30, 40. And it was like, 45. Do I hear 45? And I raised my hand. It's okay, 50. Do we have 50? 50, 50, 50, 50. So the man raised his hand. Thank God. They said, going once, going twice, sold to the man here in blue overalls. I mean, everybody had blue overalls, but, you know, here in the front. So my sister, she saw me and she heard, and she saw me raising my hand. And so in the process of the 50,000, before I could raise my hand, she come over there and she grabbed a hold of me, put her arms around me, and she says, what are you doing? I said, you said if I saw something that if the auctioneer was selling it, to raise my hand if I wanted. She goes, no! She goes, oh my God, are you stupid? She said, did you bid anything? Did you win? Oh my God. I said, no, that guy got $50 for that little farm. She says, no, my God, you're an idiot. I said, why? I didn't bid on it. I mean, I didn't win or nothing. She goes, oh my God, come here. We go over there, right? And she goes, oh my God, what is wrong with you? I was like, you told me if I saw something I wanted that to go ahead and put my hand up. She goes, no, I was telling you about the auctions and stuff. She goes, oh my God, did you bid on anything else? I said, yeah. I said, bid on that little jewelry box and everything. I said, I didn't win or anything. She goes, I'm never taking you. This was in my 20s, okay? I was in my 20s. So she goes, I ain't never taking you anywhere again. And after that, she never did. But she goes, oh my God. And then, so while we were talking, I saw that man. And he got with a crowd, and he was talking to somebody, and he goes, who was my bidder? And they said, that girl right there. He goes, I want to thank you for almost costing me a fortune. I was like, costing you a fortune of what? So I was bidding on a farm, and I only was expecting to pay $20,000 or something like that, and he was going off. He goes, and you kept raising your hand, and now it's $50,000, and now you're lucky I have money in the bank, blah, 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 going on. And I was like, look, I said, I did not know that it was about a real farm. I said, I thought it was, we're bidding on this little farm right here, and I thought he said dollars. I didn't hear him say thousands. So my sister goes, oh yeah, it's my fault. I told her, I was telling her about the auction, and here, I left her over here, and And I left over here on accident, and I was just like, going shopping and doing some yard sailing, and I didn't think that she would raise her hand. Well, she's lucky, blah, blah, blah. He was so mad. I was like, I didn't know what to do. He goes, I don't want to ever see her around here again unless, you can contain your sister. So I got blessed out the whole way home. Yep. So my sister was like, oh my God, I can't believe you did. She says, well, what if he didn't make no other bid? Then what? You would have to come up with $50,000 for a farm. I said, I thought it was bidding on the little farm. She says, no, that's the model of the real farm, because they can't take the farm over here because the people at school, they were some kids at school, they made a model of the real farm, and blah blah blah. She's going on. I was like, well, you left me over here. That's no excuse. You should be grown enough to know. But back then, I had fresh brain surgery. And that's no excuse now. But back then, it was like, when I was 16, I had brain surgery, so my mind was not quite with it. Yeah. So that's what she told that man. She goes, oh, you have to forgive her. She had brain surgery, so she don't know too much. That was her excuse for me for basically the whole time I was down here. So I use that to my advantage all the time. And like, if I do something stupid, that was my excuse. Oh, I had brain surgery. So my sister was like, you can't use that excuse anymore. You're getting older, and your brain should be healed by now. It is. It's healed, but it's not. Okay. I used to be smart, but not like, I don't know. I used to be smart. Okay. And not to be tooting my own horn, but I was, almost Einstein smart. That never came back. That never came back, that part of me. I don't want this to be a sad video. I'm just going to leave it at there, but yeah. Hey, I don't know. She brought me to an auction. She told me about it, and she said, hey, if you see anything, just raise your hand if you want it. So it's my sister's fault. And that is the world's hottest Coke. Ugh. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to leave you with that story. I'm going to try to tell the scary stories, but I'm just not ready. Because if I tell it, then stuff will happen, and then it'll be haunting me for the rest of my life. But I will tell it one day. And I just hope you smash that like button and that subscribe button, and tell your friends about Crazy Kim.